what you posted is correct, although there's multiple options, including I think a whole book on adding skills to them. So hold on a second.
Bull, did you watch any of Gamescom?
No.
I was watching it when it was streaming, whatever it was, Thursday or Friday, and I just had to share the weirdest video game plug I've ever seen at like a major stream/convention. Okay. So like, there's another game going on. They finish that stream. Stream cuts to black, and the Back to the Future music rolls in. It starts amping up, and it starts amping up. Gets into full gear, like tire screeches, the flames fly on screen, and they've got the actor who plays Doc Brown as Doc Brown on the Gamescom stream. And everybody's all geeked. Gonna be a fucking Back to the Future game. And then he plugs Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah, and I still didn't get the tie-in at all. Like, I saw that too, and I was just like...
There has to be an exec somewhere that's like, kids fucking love Back to the Future.
That's actually pretty
That's nice. Like where that conversation just started and ended.
That's really funny.
Everybody's like so excited, like Twitch chat is like, oh, Back to the Future! And then Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah, I bet everybody from there was also thinking, like, as everybody started freaking out, they were like, oh no. Like, we know what's coming and it's not what they want.
Like, who thought that was going to go any other way? And that guy needs to get fired.
Alright, so I have my camera off because I'm eating. We left off, you guys were sailing around the top of... you guys were sailing too close to Quonset Point. And... I'm sorry, I was muted that entire time, wasn't I?
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
We still love you.
Well, I have my camera off because I'm eating. But so when we left off, you guys were sailing around the end of Jamestown Island, and you were scoping out Quonset Point, which is a airport / old shipyard, and you are on your way looking for fuel. It's the evening, or I guess evening-ish, like late afternoon, early evening. And it looks like they're setting sail. They're getting ready to come out and greet you. So please tell me what your intentions are.
I have a couple questions real quick about the circumstances that we're in. So are we on a sailboat?
Yes.
And is there a motor on it? Like, is it motor possible?
Yes, there is an outboard motor on it.
Are we moving at a pretty good, like, the wind blowing, would it blow us towards where their location is, or if would they basically be on the same wind going away from?
In a sailboat, the only way you can't go is directly into the wind. But any other way you can go. So you can tack up the wind. So yeah, the wind is blowing from east to west, or from west to east, sorry. So you will pick up speed as you go around the top of Jamestown Island. But you know, they are actually due west of you pretty much. Well, they're northwest of you, so
so they're gonna have the wind behind them the entire time. But
yeah, if you go away from them, you may end up being faster than them, and you may be slower. You will find out, though. Do you have any?
Is there any place that we could see to hide or possibly lose them around like a piece of land or something? Or are we kind of out in the open?
Right now, you're kind of out in the open. There is the aforementioned island, which you could put between you and them, but it's not like you can turn on the cloaking device as soon as you go behind the island because you don't have one of those. It's going to take some skill, some navigation, and we'll have to look at the map and see if there's a place where you can hide. So I'll bring up a ye old map. Oh! I almost knocked over a beer that isn't open yet. Yay.
At least it wasn't open.
I'm going to assume that there's mysterious fog all around the Guawold Island where the Lady of the Lake lives.
Oh, heck no. It's a great day.
I don't care how it's pronounced. It's now the Guawold
Sun
Island.
is shining off of your beautiful white sails.
As a ginger.
You're like literally on fire.
This is where I'd be screaming if I had vocal cords.
That's why they're coming. They're coming to rescue us because they think the boat's on fire.
Can I just point my pastiness in their general direction and blind them?
You just pull up your shirt and it's just like,
You guys, awesome.
that was a lot of clicky clacky.
Yeah, he's got a clacky keyboard too. It's hard to say no to the clackiness.
I'm telling you, man, I love a clacky keyboard. They're the best.
All right.
What kind
Not to mention these.
Go ahead. Are you breaking up or is it me?
Sorry. I was going to ask you a question about this.
Go ahead.
What kind of what weapons did you say that they have?
Don't know
Guns.
yet. You saw some whatchamacallit.
Thought you described AR-15s.
Yeah, they are.
Are
And what do we have?
I have
No.
a hammer.
What do you have? Let's
I
check
don't
the
know.
old character sheet. What did you guys bring? Did you bring anything useful?
I got a big fucking hammer.
I will see what Lo Garza has on hand. Oh, look, he actually has he's got a pistol, so that will work if they get really close.
Well, if what we have is supposed to be in our inventory tab, I didn't bring anything with me.
Okay. Do you have your GCS character sheet handy?
Not handy. Let me see if I can get it. See if I can pull it up.
I have to say my orange dice
All right, I'm
are looking pretty spectacular with this light.
done shoving nutrients.
Your hair is looking spectacular with that light.
I know, isn't that great? I love it. This is like my new groove.
Update.
What? Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Update your GURPS character sheet.
All right. Well, I now have a beer, so that's good. Let me turn the camera back on, I guess.
Fantastic.
All right, here I am.
I have lots of beer, but I skunked like 5 gallons of beer. Ended up
Wow.
being completely flat.
Why?
I'm not entirely sure that the yeast that I got was still alive because I ordered, this is the first time I've ever ordered liquid yeast through the mail, and they're supposed to pack it in ice, and when it showed up, it was hot. So it was probably dead.
Uh-huh.
But I figured, we'll give it the old college try. So I went ahead and brewed with it, and it never Like, the alcohol content was way low on it. It never finished fermenting. I bottled it and primed it, and it never carbonated. So I'm like, the good thing though is I bought it from Northern Brewer, and they have a like guarantee on all of their beers. Like, no matter what, even if you're the one that fucked it up, they will absolutely replace it for you. So they, like, as soon as I sent them a message and was like, hey, there was a problem with my beer, it didn't ferment right or whatever, and they were like, yep, we'll send another one out. It'll be there to you before the weekend.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
Yeah, so super great company, man.
So was it cloudy as fuck?
No, it was pretty clear, and it tastes fine. Like, the flavor profile is fine. It's just, it should be like a 10 or an 11% alcohol, and it's stalled at like 7. And then it just never carbonated. And I even tried pitching extra yeast in it to see if I could, like, maybe get it going again. And
Give it alcohol like CPR.
pretty much. That's pretty much what I did. And it was like, nope, not going to work. So I'm just hoping that, because I also have a 5-gallon batch of mocha stout that I've got going for the fall time that I'm bottling in, like, I think on the 13th. So I'm hoping that one turned out fine. That one actually had so much fermentation going that it blew the bung off of my fermenter and, like, just exploded all over the pantry. So I'm like, oh yeah, that one's definitely going to be fine. But now I have 2 more kits I have to make. So I've got a brown ale and the barley wine that I'm going to redo. And the brown ale, I'm thinking I'm going to turn into a pumpkin ale.
All this
And not that
homebrew
bullshit
makes me want
pumpkin
to make some
spice.
mead.
Make mead?
Yeah.
Yas. I want to try mead sometime. Like,
I
want to make cider too. So
Yeah. My uncle in Arizona would just like put a jug of mead in his closet for like 6 months, and it was divine.
oh, I'm sure.
When you said try mead, did you mean taste or make?
I want to try to make it. I want to try to make mead, and I want to try to make cider.
Because since you like beer, there is a mead called Viking Blood.
Oh yeah.
That's got like hops in it, and I'm generally not a fan of hops, but Viking mead is fantastic. Or Viking Blood.
I will look at it.
Okay, I just managed to open my character sheet
Yay!
after updating.
I bet you have no items on it.
You didn't tell me I needed to have items, Charlie.
That's what we spent like half the last week doing.
Yeah,
or 2 weeks ago.
Like, I don't really care where you keep it, as long as you keep track of where your stuff is. Yeah. But that's fine. We'll figure it out.
All that being said, I was completely lazy and haven't figured out Levi's items yet because he's back in town being in NBC right now.
Levi looks like. Nobody knows what Levi looks like. He probably looks like the Randy Quaid's character from what is it, the Woody Harrelson bowling movie that's hilarious?
Imagine if you took Captain America and made him Amish.
Nice.
That's your character. All right, maybe we should play a role-playing game. All right.
Hey, that sounds like a plan.
All right, so we're playing GURPS, and we are in Rhode Island, and it's the post-apocalypse, and you guys are trying to get around Jamestown Island.
We are.
So, I guess, not Daniel Marinara, Christian Shepherd. The doctor has forgotten to bring anything. We'll say that you brought your doctor's bag and your golf clubs, because he thought you might get some links in.
Hit around.
Yeah. And then when you get back to civilization, if you end up ever getting back to civilization, then we'll put some stuff on your character sheet. But in the meantime, we can maybe finagle some stuff if you decide that you should have brought something, and then we'll see if you have remembered to bring it when the time comes. But you don't have any weapons on you. Like I said,
I do.
Lonnie has a 9mm, and he's got it out, but that's like it. That's what he's got. What does what's her name? Linda. What does Big Ol' Dangle have?
Big Ol' Dangle Linda Boomhauer. She got herself that katana. She's got her Kill Bill katana.
Yeah, that will help in a gunfight.
Well, maybe I can straight up like Wonder Woman some shit. Just
right, just like javelin the katana at the elbow.
I can.
Right.
Maybe I can lob my scimitar at them like a watery tart.
Yeah.
Everybody drink.
And we've got wait. You're low Garza. What the heck is Lonnie? Lonnie has the 9mm. Does Lonnie have a 9mm? Because he's nope. He does not have anything. So that's awesome.
We are unarmed. We are but poor peasants. Come to your island.
I will check Lonnie's GCS character sheet because Lonnie's player is not here tonight. Why are you yelling at me, GCS? Oh, you want me to update? So it will update.
Yeah, I tried to get mine to update and it griped at me, and so I went, fuck it.
So while we're rifling through our bags, what's our plan, Captain Deirdre?
I mean, my plan is to whip a shitty around the island and haul ass.
All right, so you are.
I mean, it's a democracy, so I'm willing to take alternative points of view, but hauling ass seems like.
So where you're positioned, you actually need to get closer to go around the end of the island.
Yep.
So you could just do a Yui and head back the other way.
We don't want to come back anywhere near our island.
I proposed that 2 weeks ago, and everybody sounded like I was crazy pants. So.
No, I'm all for turning around and whatever. Cause I would rather not have them on an intercept course. I'd rather have them on pursuit rather than intercept.
Okay, cool. Well, if I'm not crazy pants, then yeah, we're just like fucking squealing tires right here.
Okay.
Yep. I'd also like to not lead them back to our island.
Although, given that
possible they don't know we're there.
My one fear of squealing tires is, whatever loss in velocity that would incur. I'll let you reconcile gameplay mechanics and physics.
Well, yeah. No matter what you do, they're gonna gain on you if you even while you're talking about it. You're still getting closer. So if you're gonna spin around, then you will probably do it in a way to let's make a sailing roll, boating roll.
All right, we're executing.
This is just because you're under stress, and so you're trying to figure out the best way to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm looking for boating. Do I need to add any penalties, mods, or anything?
No, just give it a roll and tell me how much you beat or fail it.
Jesus fuck!
You failed it by 2.
Thanks.
Okay. So you're spinning it around, and about halfway through the turn, you realized if you had turned the other way, you would have gained some speed rather than losing it. So we'll take that into account. It's not so bad. All right, so you have turned around, and you now have in front of you basically a strait. You have some islands off to you. Have a very small island and perhaps a cove off to your starboard side, your right side, and there's no way you can get in there without giving up where you are. So you're so I guess you're just gonna head straight for now until you find a place to hide. Now, do you have? Who has that? Let's just do a general. Everybody make an area knowledge roll for what you got, and then if you have one that's too low, we'll modify the roll from there. So everybody, go ahead and make an area knowledge roll. Oh, and a perception roll too. So both.
So I have area knowledge for Block Island. That's the closest I get.
Yep, that'll work.
So I just roll that?
Yes.
Unmodified?
Correct.
Fuck me.
All right, watching the rolls come in. It's pretty terrible rolls, but Linda is probably going to
really bad roll here.
I keep rolling sixes like this. I'm going to demand we go over to Star Wars D6.
Right. It makes sense. Seems like a good plan. Let's see. I need to roll for Mr. Lonnie over here. It's a treat. How are you gonna roll, buddy? Not great. And we'll go to your page, do a perception roll. Probably be good to drag your roll right into the macro. Oh, yeah, no good. Anyway, Ms. Boomhauer has remembered that if you can get enough speed, you can hide yourself in a narrow, like a narrow river. It's not a river. It's like a channel. No, it's totally a river. You ain't gonna make that one. Let's see here. There's a river and there's a beach up ahead of you to the right. This is I'm telling Linda this. Or Linda.
That's Scarborough State Beach.
Yes. You remember the beach,
Okay.
and you can't go up Narragansett. That river is there's no one. You're not going to make that. The boat is too big. And Deirdre's not skilled enough to do that. So basically, your only choice is to outrun him, outrun your pursuer, and then make it to the bottom of Jamestown Island, and then either go left or head down the coast towards Point Judith and avoiding the going all the way across to Block Island. So that's your choice. You can basically try to outrun him down to the south end of Jamestown Island, and either go left or right, because you're visible. Like they're gonna spot you.
If we go left, maybe we can get around the end of Narragansett Island and put at least a little bit of land between us and that hide.
Which way did you say the wind was going?
It is going from west to east, so you will go faster if you turn left. Around Beavertail, and basically.
I'm sorry. Can we use navigational directions? Can we say east-west instead of left-right? Because I'm trying to figure out if we're talking about left-right on the map visibly or our left.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I was just trying to think about you guys being on the boat and heading out there. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's fine too.
Yeah, if we go east, we'll go faster.
Yeah, you want to head east?
Yeah, that was my thinking. Swinging east takes us both away from Block Island, which we want to protect, and also accelerates us.
Yeah.
And then potentially, I don't know, we could do some shit over near like Martha's Vineyard, duck around those islands or something.
Yeah, that's a long trip, but yeah. Also, don't forget, it's hard to see shit at night. Like really hard to see shit at night. So you'd have to go slow.
How long have we been out here? Because we left real early in the morning.
You did. And it's like getting like midday-ish right now. Late afternoon, super early evening. You're on GM time. I don't know. You have some daylight left. All right, is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, for now, I'm gonna head south to get out of this inlet, get past Beaver Tail, and then we'll evaluate the situation. Then I think.
Okay, so you're heading down. You're heading south. Everybody's keeping an eye on the boat. The boat has actually launched. It is a larger boat with more sails than your boat. Well, not more sails, just more bigger sails. So it's just all around a bigger boat. It might be faster. I want you to go ahead and make a boating roll.
Ooh.
Yeah, fucking made it for one.
Yes.
And I will make one for my crew.
Trying to figure out how I can pin a roll.
Oof. They're gaining on you. So that was an hour, and you guys are about halfway down an hour. We'll go 30 minutes. You're about halfway down Jamestown Island now. You're heading around that island that's in the middle of the Dutch island. And so go ahead and make another boating roll. Let's see if you can find some better
Do you guys know if there's a way to like pin or bookmark a roll?
A skill roll.
Macro.
You can pick up the dice like you're about to roll them, and then just drag them down to your hotbar.
That's a hotbar.
Yeah, and there's also control. I think. And control is another set. Yeah, and shift is another set, and alt is another set.
Yeah,
So
I can drag it down there, but it doesn't seem to go on the bar.
if you pick up the dice like you're gonna roll it,
Yep, I'm holding like 3 dice in my hand right now.
all right, and then just drop them in the bar. That's what I just
Yep.
did.
Nothing happens.
Slots. And, I just dropped perception.
I did, and mine just came up. It says attribute, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to rename it. But
Yeah, right click and it should give you an option.
There we go.
Yeah, you can edit the label. Like mine just says attribute too. I don't know what the heck it is doing anyway.
Yeah, alright, so I'll just make a roll and I'll figure this out.
Okay.
So here's my roll. Woo!
All right, you succeeded by 1. Let's see how much I can succeed by.
And then I'm going to be clicking on shit, so ignore ensuing rolls. Oh, come on.
critical success! Woohoo!
If only that had mattered.
Right.
Oh, okay. Does this work now? How do I... Now that it's on my bar, how do I execute it?
Just click on it.
Just click on the bar. I think you can even hit.
Oh, it let me put the reference on the bar, but not the dice roll.
Did they eat?
Yes.
Did it eat?
They did, yeah. Henry fed them. And the dog scared them off. So should we swing left around Dutch Island and maybe try and make it down that inlet between the islands?
There's no.
If we're a smaller ship,
There's a beach there.
if we're a smaller ship, those 2 little islands might block them. Or is that Mackerel Cove? That's not a bridge.
That is. That's not a bridge. That's filled in.
Oh, that's actual land. Okay, never
We
mind.
can launch over it.
Right, like that would be.
Well, fast
Like,
enough, we'll just go right
PI
through it.
this shit.
Yeah, that would be the time for that critical success. I think. I don't know how to get it. The sailboat with the keel and everything, just like. Yeah, everything's fine. It's fine. All right, let's make another loading roll. They haven't been gaining on you.
Bop.
You're starting to get a little bit of distance on them.
Woo! Keep going!
Anyway, now you're going to go around Beavertail. Let's take a... Let's see, who has navigation?
Not me.
I'm sure I get it as a...
All right. So anyway, you're sweeping around Beavertail, and now your wind is picking up. So you're presented with a couple of options here. You have enough distance on them to maybe make it up to Mackerel Cove without them following you up there. But it's risky.
But if we go there, then we're gonna get stuck.
So you guys see where Mackerel Cove is? Basically, go back up Jamestown Island towards where you guys were talking about jumping the bridge. But if you can get trapped there really easily because you're going to be fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're proposing a possible thing where we just swing around Beavertail and then try and duck into Mackerel Cove.
Right, and you have to judge whether or not your opponent was going to expect you to do that sort of thing. Or you can go straight. If you go straight, they might be able to see that you have gone straight, and then you're just having to hope that you are better at finding the wind than they are, and better, or have a faster boat. You can't really tell yet who has a faster boat because you suspect that your skills are not as good as theirs are, and they might be able to find a wind or find a way to make their boat slicker that you just don't have.
I feel like not trapping ourselves in a cove is the right play. I also think that trapping ourselves in the cove is an interesting and entertaining play.
It's true.
Well, the other thing too is if their ship is bigger, right? So instead of going into the cove, why don't we whip around into Fox Hill Pond?
Where the heck is that?
It's on whatever the Beaver Tail. It's to the west of Mackerel Cove. There's like a little lake there, but there's an inlet that goes into that lake or that pond.
I do not see this lake at all.
It's on Google
Yeah, I believe
Maps.
Oh, you're gonna bottom. Yeah, you can't make it there. You're already you're past that anyway. You're at the bottom
Really?
of Beaver Tail Light. Yeah, you're way down at the end. Now
I thought we were still around Dutch Island. I didn't realize we made it all the way down.
Yeah,
to
you
Beaver
are
Tail.
all the way down there now, and now you're
Oh shit! Okay, never mind then.
You've gone easterly, and now you're catching the wind, so you're heading like towards Newport, or even Little Compton, or you can maybe get lost in the beaches up to the east of you, or even like there's islands and stuff you can hide up in there, and hopefully you don't run across anybody else. You see the
okay, so you were talking about going east and then go north into the cove, not
there's like a bunch of uninhabited islands that are like near Woods Hole and stuff up north of this vineyard, and you can head towards those guys.
Yeah, that was my original inclination.
But they'll still be able to see you, but then it's going to get dark, and then when it's dark, they're not going to be able to see you anymore. But then again, you won't be able to see the islands, and that could just like turn into a real survival game.
Well, if we go out open ocean, though.
Well, you can go out in the open ocean, but I don't think anybody has any sort of navigational skills, nor did anybody bring a navigational tools. Because everybody
I have binoculars.
Going off. Well, I mean, you can. That'll just mean like you can look at the stars really closely. But it wouldn't be.
Nope, don't even have that.
You wouldn't be able to navigate. Like the whole plan was to like stay within sight of land.
Right.
You can totally go out in the open ocean, and that will make for a short campaign. But
yeah, I have no idea. I think hitting those little islands is probably a good idea, especially if we're going to. I'm going to guess we plan to be out here for a few days, knowing that, like, I mean, we left that. Did we talk about how long we expected this to take?
Nope.
We sure didn't fucking pack for it.
The doctor was just so excited to get on the boat, he just like screamed and ran onto it and was like, "Let's go!"
He's like, "Ah, I'm gonna get on the boat! Yay! Get the hell off this island!" Hooray! I'm getting out of here. Sorry.
Hold on, let me see. I thought I wanted to bring like camping gear. Let me pull open my GCS gear.
Really, the problem is like Fantasy Grounds doesn't have all those nifty modules and stuff to use, and I've been working
on the kitchen table
on making a module for it.
Nope. Apparently, I convinced myself not to bring all my camping gear. All right. So either way, I'm gonna swing it east around Beaver Tail.
Okay. Well, yeah, but you do have the option of like, heading back up into Narragansett Bay, because there are a lot of little places to hide up there, and then you're just like rolling the dice with whether or not anybody else sees you, because you're heading towards Newport, and Newport is nuked, so it's like, twisted rubble. There's like it's been nuked. So there are people that live there, but nowhere near the amount of people that used to be there.
I have kind of a stupid idea, but should we maybe think about going back to Block Island and getting supplies?
After we've lost these assholes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I don't think we should continue being out here and searching for gas until after we have to go back and actually get the stuff we should have brought
was-
there.
I think
It was a scouting mission. It was not
Yep.
going to be like, let's find gas. It was going to be like, let's see if that is actually going to work.
Okay.
So
yeah. I mean,
any
that was my
information that you
original.
bring back
we
is
saw
gonna
two
be
guys
good.
with guns, and so we came straight back.
Yeah, I think we say
It was
this scouting
scary out
mission.
there.
This scouting mission resulted in there is nowhere within a 1 day's trip that is safe to get fuel from. So we go back to camp and we plan for a longer than 1 day trip.
Oh, Lonnie DaCosta, who has been looking through binoculars at this thing, has said no. There's got to be at least 8 or 9 dudes on that ship because they came back in a little van with a bunch of people. So there's a significant number of people on that boat. He wagers because while everybody was kicking off, he was looking. So I don't think you guys. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that if it came to getting too close, you might not win that fight. So running is definitely the
There's
best.
no way we win that fight.
So you're gonna head east, and so you're not gonna. Are you gonna go back in there against the bay, or are you gonna try to go head towards Martha's Vineyard and lose them in the darkness?
I'm gonna head towards Martha's Vineyard and see what other opportunities present us. Random question that Google Maps can't answer for us.
Sure.
If Newport got nuked,
Yes.
are there new waterways there?
No.
Okay. I was just sort of hoping for Lake Fallout.
No. That it was in. It was not. It didn't make new geography. It was just basically an airburst close to the ground. It just took out all the buildings and killed lots of people. Go ahead and make a
Is it still, I'm going to guess, a place that would be safe to go?
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm guessing it wouldn't be a place that we should even get close to. I mean, do we bring Geiger counters or anything?
We did. Lots of people brought
We did.
Geiger counters. Yeah.
Okay. Still scary, probably.
Oh,
Radiation-wise.
Yeah. So, can you guys see my rolls?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that was his boating roll. I guess if I roll it in the tower, you guys can't see it. I think I set it to show you guys my rolls because I like showing you guys my rolls. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm streaming right now, so you can see them anyway. Like if you really wanted to. But like I just rolled a 17. I'm like, ooh, I'm glad that didn't matter for anything. Anyway, like yeah, sometimes it's fun to just like let everybody see the rolls. Anyway, his boating roll is a 14. I'm not gonna tell you what a skill is. I'm gonna keep some things close to my chest. But you made yours by 1, and he did not make his. So you found the wind, and you found a good slice. You spent an hour. Looks like maybe an hour. Yeah, 35 minutes, something like that. So you're at your decision point about whether or not to head into Narragansett Bay, but they've got eyes on you now. So I'm assuming you're just going to keep going. You're actually you're moving faster than they are, so that's good news.
Yeah.
And so it's been an hour that they've been pursuing us.
Yeah, they've been getting after you for about an hour right now. So I know my math is fuzzy, and I can't help it. I don't have the patience to figure out how fast everybody's traveling on this map.
Speed of plot.
Yeah, it's the speed of plot. I just, last summer I took a boating tour around Narragansett Bay on a sailboat. It was super fun, but I was just trying to guess about how far we had gone. They moved pretty fast, but not super fast. It's not motorboat fast.
What's this waterway between Newport and Little Compton called?
It's more Narragansett Bay.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of stuff up there, right? If you keep going up there, eventually you'll go past Tiverton, go underneath a couple bridges, and then there's Fall River. I
was kind of looking up that direction because there's a whole lot of places we could go up there. It just sort of depends on how much fallout there is because of proximity to Newport.
Well, Fall River also got a double whammy, right? Because they got hit, and then they also they got a bunch of fallout from Providence getting nuked. But it's possible. You heard rumors that they have a battleship up there. That would take a lot of fuel. But there is a battleship up there.
We could play battleships.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I think getting away, hiding, and getting out of here.
I'm just thinking like if we go up between port, if we head up towards Tiverton, like that's a place we can run to and actually potentially do some jukes because we could like swing north into Battleship Cove, or we could do a UE there at Mount Hope Bay and head back southwest once we get past Tiverton.
I hate us not having the same map because I'm like, where are you talking about?
So the Newport, like
So yeah,
just
go around the south of Aquidneck Island, which is the name of the island that Newport is on.
basically what Google says is Saconet River Shellfish Management Area. Like if we head north there.
Yeah, there's another part of the bay which you can head north through, and then there's a very narrow spot at Tiverton where it gets really close to the rest to Massachusetts.
Here, Bob.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
if we swing north there and follow it all the way up, we go past Tiverton, and then there's a bridge that we can go under there before it opens up into Mount Hope Bay.
The bridge is probably wrecked, but yeah.
And from there, there's lots of options. Like we can keep heading north into those smaller rivers. We can hang a UE and head southwest and double back.
What you guys thinking?
Keep going north, man.
North?
Do you like that plan, or should we just keep heading for Martha's Vineyard?
No, I like the idea. I like the idea of going up that river. What is it? Which river is it?
That's not a river.
That's Tiverton into Mount Hope
Where
Bay.
it hits those rivers?
Yeah, just heading north at Saconet River Shellfish Management Area.
It's basically
As opposed to the Fluid River Shellfish Management Area.
Right, yeah. I guess head towards Tiverton.
We could make another boating roll and see if you gain some distance from them, because the more distance that you have, the more the better a chance you have of actually like finding a quick cove and losing their asses. You know,
right?
Because it's like obviously you have to, not only do you have to like gain some distance on them and find a place to like whip it in there and lay low, you have to also not make it obvious like that was the only place you could have been or could have gone. They'll just like go up. They'll go up really slowly. Be like, oh shit, he disappeared. Well, obviously he didn't disappear. He went into a cove somewhere, and so now we just have to go slow and look for them.
Yeah, let's do this. My inclination for the first place
if you do that at night, obviously if you do that at night or towards dusk, right, then you can like maybe like hide and just hopefully hope for the best.
Yeah, I'm inclined to head north and then maybe they're at Fogland. Duck into Fogland if there appears to be enough environment. Fogland's about halfway up to Tiverton, that little peninsula thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Like if there's enough environment there for us to hide behind.
Yeah, there's no other obvious places. There's no other obvious places for you to hide, so they might, if they know their area really well, they might be like, yeah, he's totally in there somewhere.
Okay, when you say environment, Tim?
Just, hills, rocks,
I would also include if we see any junk on the side of the river or on anything, any type of like junked up piers or anything that we might be able to just blend into as a boat. we might want to keep an eye out for that.
if
Either way, we're going to head north towards Tiverton.
Okay, so you head there. We're gonna make a boating roll. We're gonna go ahead and
get wrecked, nerds. Yeah.
Holy crap! All right. I'm just gonna roll it out in the open because I can't hide it because I'm streaming. Well, it helps if I actually hit the table.
Well,
I still have no idea how to bookmark this roll. Fuck.
Yeah, he's keeping up with you. Oh wait, you succeeded by 3. Okay, you've got a little bit of distance on him some more, so you're still doing good. You're doing good. So you've turned and
damn right I am.
Now you've lost sight of him. So
somebody, my hands are busy. Moon him.
So you're going by Third Beach, where I hung out last summer with my family. There are
Third Beach. Where is that? I see Church Point, Church Cove.
If you go past Sachusett Point, which you just did, you took a right and started heading north. Sorry, you took a left and started heading north. Third Beach is just that one beach that's right past the point there.
Have we made it to Fogland yet?
Oh, no. However, we're going to say about 15 minutes after you make that turn, you see the boat. And we'll say he did a sloppy turn and you've actually gotten a little bit more distance now on him. So when he turns around, when you see him turn around at the point and you see him pop out from the other end of the point, you are already like halfway between the end of the point there and a Fogland point. But like
get that amateur understeer shit out of here.
But they can see you. But you're doing pretty good. You're getting to the point now where if you start doing some risky stuff like getting close to the shore, you could make it more difficult for him to see you. If only there was some fog or something, which there is not. But we'll see what happens in the evening because it's winter anyway. Oh yeah, it's winter, so you're gonna get sunset a little bit earlier than I thought.
Everybody throw the black ice overboard.
Yeah,
black ice, dry ice.
That will help. So Garza sees that you guys are being followed. Garza sees a dolphin. There's a dolphin alongside of you.
Ooh.
Does it have lasers on its head?
No.
Good.
No lasers. It does not look like a robot dolphin. But you have picked up a dolphin. Anyway, go ahead and let's make another boating roll. You're going to go up around. You are now at Fogland Beach. Let's take another boating roll.
Oof.
Well, you had some trouble with the wind, getting people to. Oh my god! I threw them right off the board.
I hate that shit.
Oops.
Are you gonna roll or what, man?
Fuck!
Alright, so he gained on you a little bit. So you might have made a mistake, but you got up there. And the sun is starting to set. So you are starting to lose some light, and you're around Fogland Point. But you're not going to lose them there, because you figure that they can see you.
Yeah.
Yep.
The concern at this point is how tricksy the bridge navigation is going to be in the dark.
Yeah, you'll still have a little bit of light by the time you get up there. But as you can see, that was like a populated area. You're probably not going to lose anybody up there. Well, I mean, people might take pot shots at you as you go through that strait. Or there might be other boats there waiting for you.
Meh.
All right. Make another boating roll.
That's true.
Shoot.
Bless you.
All right, they're gaining on you. We're gonna. So you are now. We're now up near. Okay, we're now up near Tiverton, and we are going through. So we are going to have to. The light is starting to get bad, and we are really going fast. There are clearly there are. You can see some lights, like some people with like. There are some lights up north of you. Not many, but you can see them. So you know that there are things on the side of you.
People.
There are people north of you, and you're heading up towards the. I forget the name of this bridge, but I think it's the. Well, it's a really
Sacanet River Bridge.
Yeah, it's a really cool bridge, but so the bridge just is one of those suspension bridges with that goes up to like a center point, right? And then it has like the cables that come down across the entire span. So there's just like one like anchor up top. Anyway, it's not lit and it's still up, but you guys are gonna sail right underneath it, and there's like you have to thread a needle, and it's getting dark. So let's take a boating roll at -2. So give yourself a -2 modifier. And
That's right. They've got a bigger boat, and they're going to have to thread the same needle.
They are. They're going to have a different when they catch up to you, because they're not doing that right now. They're still behind you. They will have to thread the needle after you do, or they may not need to if you hit something.
Yeah, boy!
Oh my god!
Yeah.
When it counts.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all we care about.
Oh!
Fail.
All right. Well, that means something to me. You're heading through. Yeah. You're going as fast as you can. I'm assuming you're not going to slow down.
Not
Probably not.
yet.
Yeah.
Real quick conversation.
Sure.
Do we want to head north into the shallows, up there past Battleship, or do we want to whip this shitty?
Pass.
Like, do we want to head up north, north?
So if
East?
you keep going north, you're going to eventually get to Fall River, and there are a lot of places to go. As you can see, you can like straight up keep heading up I forget what the name of the river, the Taunton River.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where I'm looking at.
You can also go to towards Barrington. There's all kinds of rivers up there. You are not that familiar with the area though, but you do have a chart, so you know that there are these places here.
Yeah.
Or you can. I mean, the cove that you're going by right now, like you could tuck in there, but there are people, so it's not like you're going to be incognito when you do that.
Right.
So anyway, you got options. Make a decision, but no pressure. You don't have to make it right this second, because I'm going to roll a thing.
You guys have opinions whether we head to Taunton River northeast, or if we swing southwest and try and head back home and lose these guys?
Southwest, we're going right into the wind. We're going to slow down. I say we just keep going north and kind of wait until morning.
I trust your judgment.
John from the internet is saying that you guys should do a Southwest tack. John Ryder from he played Morel, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's watching us on Twitch.
We should go southwest.
He says that you should go southwest. Of course, if you went southwest, you would be running right into the island, so that's probably not a great idea.
Well.
All right, so let's do a well, you know what? You don't need to do a perception check, because you heard a gunshot and you heard a bullet whiz by over the top of the ship, of the boat.
Oh shit! Everybody duck!
Did it hit the sail?
Well, even if it did, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, less concerned about the sail than hard bits.
Yeah, but you did hear a gunshot, and somebody from the shore
Or fleshy bits
has fired at you
Somebody from the shore?
If somebody wants to return fire, that is a perception roll because they'll have to find them. If somebody wants to duck, that is it. That's probably maybe the better way to do because you want to get low. Your decision. Who wants to get low and who wants to like return fire?
I'm gonna get low.
Okay.
So on our
Sorry,
sailboat, do we have like a modern steering crew cab, or am I like fucking doing the wheel?
It's like a 26-foot boat, and you are doing the wheel. You're actually sitting in the back there. There's a cabin you can go inside. It's like made for like 3 or 4 people to live in. It's like an RV, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, there's no like. If you're at the wheel, you're outside.
Okay.
You
Then
can
I guess
you can get low.
hang off the wheel.
Right, but you're also about to go right underneath that bridge. And
Yeah,
as you can see, there's not much room and it's dark.
Yeah, I'm not going to incur any
It's
penalties.
getting dark. You can still see. There's still enough light to see. It's just getting dark.
I'm gonna glare at the general direction that the bullet came from,
Yeah,
and then
it's just
keep
like-
focusing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get low, but I wanna. I not so low that I don't want to start scanning or try to figure out where we're getting shot from. So should I make the perception roll?
You do want to. I mean, yeah, you're gonna like kneel or crouch or whatever behind something, and you're gonna look. Go ahead and make a perception roll if you want to see where it came from. Yeah, you got him. There's somebody taking. There's somebody with a with some kind of rifle that is about to line up and take another shot at you. He's a good like 150 yards away from you. If you have something that can hit him, sure. If not, but you can see the person doing it. How do you feel? Let me look at my range.
Is like somebody shooting at us from the bridge?
No, from the
I don't think
shore.
we have any guns, so
I used to have like this on a bookmark, like the range modifiers chart.
Is 150 yards too far to yell and have that person hear?
Maybe.
Like if I stood up and yelled, "We're on your side, asshole!" Like,
Make yourself a
Would he
bigger
hear
target.
I was pretty good at eyeballing this modifier that I was using. It turns out I'm like I'm supposed to be at -7 and I was doing a -5. So let's see here. Somebody takes a shot at you again.
are we in vicious mockery range?
Jesus.
I feel like I should squeeze off a round or two. Like I'm not trying to hit him. I just want to know, like, shoot in his direction to basically say, we're armed and.
I mean, sure you can. Like -10, you could do it. It's -10 guns roll. You can shoot at him if you want to. If not, you can just
Because
waste
you got a
it.
handgun, so it's not going to shoot far, right? That's the -10.
Yeah, actually, what's the? Let me see the range on that thing. It's just.
I would assume a range on a handgun is really short.
You just like arc it.
Is there a flare gun on the boat? I don't know if we want to shoot that off, though.
Man, there's
That would be
no
helpful
bloody
to know.
information. Oh look, I have an actual book.
Hold on, you have an entire library behind you.
I have an entire library behind me. At least if I got a page reference, I'm good to go. Joseph probably already knew the page it was on.
I have smelly markers. These are the best.
Well, yeah, you're at long range. You could totally hit with though.
So you're saying
So-
there's a chance?
So the range modifiers, I forget, right? Like there's a short range and a long range, and I don't remember the distinction between the two. Because it's 200 and 2,500, right?
It's a half damage.
Okay, so if
It's half
you hit
damage.
him, it won't hurt as much. It'll still probably kill him because. All right, you want to try to hit him or not?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to squeeze off a couple shots in his general direction.
All right, cool. So you fire back a couple shots. Go ahead and keep track of that ammunition because you might need it. But they stop returning. They stop shooting at you. Make a boating roll at -4 to thread that. Unless you want to slow down, and then we'll do it at -2.
Live dangerously. -4.
What's the worst that could happen?
You'll lose your boat and then be stuck there with hostiles
Nemesis
all
sign.
around you and the sun going down. That's the worst that could happen. You'll sink the boat and not have a way to get back. That is the worst that could happen.
The number of engineers that I work with that believe in jinxing things is astonishing.
Well, with our code base.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the paranormal. It's the dumbass engineers.
John from the internet is remembering squishing goblins with a boat. All right, are you going to squish some people with the boat or not? Let's do it.
No.
All right, so you're going to go slow.
Oh, wait, hold on. What do you mean squish? What do you mean squish some people?
Oh, we squished some people with a flying boat in the Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
We did.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about this one. Like, I thought we were slowing down to improve our shooting ability.
Oh, were you?
That too.
No, what? I missed something. Is there like people in our travel path?
No, you're gonna have to make it underneath a bridge, and there's a narrow passageway.
Oh yeah, we're not slowing down for that shit.
Okay, -4. Please roll good.
Roll high.
-4. Boating. Boop. Yeah, boy!
Yeah!
What?
All right.
I was fully preparing myself for just utter failure.
Your boating skill is like, I'm sorry, but your boating skill is shit. It's not even professional level. You're just like, I got this.
I don't know what professional level is.
She's just super fucking lucky.
Oh my god.
She's got the power of the ginger. That's what it is.
All right, you make it.
No
you make
soul
it,
to slow her down. She's more aerodynamic.
She's lighter.
All right, so you make it through the bridge and you thread that needle underneath the through Tiverton, and you're out on the other side, and it's getting dark, and so now you're presented with a bunch of options. You can turn to the west, upwind, or you can head up into the river, but it's getting dark. So since it's getting dark, you'll have to slow down, but you could actually make it back at night.
Have to.
I wouldn't attempt.
No, God no.
I would not attempt to get Block Island at the night. You have a gut feeling that like trying to find Block Island, which is dark in the middle of the night, out in the open ocean.
Fucking hopeless, yeah.
Yeah, you could just end up in like, wow, how do we end up in Africa after 30 days floating around?
Can we can we head maybe over to Hog Island? Maybe and chill out? Like cut west.
Go underneath the Mount Hope Bridge.
Yeah, go under Mount Hope because that's a much bigger bridge, so we wouldn't incur a disadvantage going under that thing because it's huge.
That's up to you.
But head over towards Hog Island because I imagine they're going to think that we're going to just keep cutting straight north from here.
Right.
The only risk, and I think it's a very minor risk, is I'm assuming that they're at some point going to return to Quonset Airport.
Yeah, so if we go around to the north side of Hog Island.
I think that they're going to start searching the coastline for us. I think that they'll probably...
it's not likely to do that in the dark because they run the risk of grounding themselves. And,
Yeah, I think that as soon as it gets dark enough, they are going to turn around and go home.
Well, it's already dark.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm
I
totally,
assume they probably were smarter than us about bringing navigational tools and things.
And they also almost certainly, without a doubt, would not have done an insane maneuver where they're going top speed through that tiny little narrow channel.
True.
Like maybe they want to catch up to you, but they might not want you won't catch up to you that bad.
Reavers can fuck off.
Yeah.
That's right.
What was that maneuver that they did?
Crazy Ivan.
All right, so
Yeah. Just to let everyone, like, because GURPS uses a 3d6, it has a bell curve distribution, and to roll a 7 is like a 16% chance.
Yeah, it's like rolling an 18, 19, or 20.
Yeah.
You're just like, I got it.
All right, so
You got
totally
it, so.
I'm totally fine with swinging southwest around.
Yeah, I was
Pin's
like
Point.
in my mind, I'm all like, okay, and then they're gonna crash the boat, and they'll have to figure out how to. Yeah, I guess that didn't happen.
Yeah. Like if we crashed, something interesting happened, and you guys might get to roll dice.
My plan for this campaign
There you
is just to not plan, because now anything can happen. So yeah, anything has
Is that
happened.
how it always goes, though?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What?
I like this game.
No, I'm not being a dick. I just saved everybody's fucking asses.
He
You did. You did, Jill. You did.
Why am I getting mobbed?
he rolled
In a very cool, albeit very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Alive?
insane.
Insane.
Yeah.
I bet I scored points with Linda though.
You did. You totally did. That is super, super goddamn impressed you went into that bridge like that.
Deidre is my new best friend. Times
No,
2 now.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're gonna swing southwest around Common Pin's Point, and then we'll figure out Hog Island once we get closer to it.
All right. Well, you are at Hog Island, and there is no sign now of the other vessel. So
Yay.
you are losing your light, and so now you can choose to slow down, to a degree that you can feel relatively confident that you're not going to ground yourself. But I mean, it's up to you. You've got the.
Do you guys want to go park at Hog Island and spend the night there, or do we want to slow and steady back home?
I would rather slow and steady. I'd rather keep moving.
So there's some danger because you're gonna have to, if you want to go all the way back to Block Island tonight, you'll have to go out over.
Well, at least to the southern point of the landmass. Like as far down as we can get without
Right,
having
we
to
can
go
head down to
down
Galilee.
I don't know. I'm in Hog Island.
My last thing is there's no light. Okay, so there are islands and stuff out here. You are gonna have to go really slowly. You can, but you are going to have to go really slowly because there's no light. Like you could just suddenly run into a rock and then end your party.
And then end of campaign. TPK.
No, it won't.
Have they set up any wood fire lighthouses or anything like that?
It will be fine unless you don't take swimming, and if you haven't taken swimming, then it might end the campaign for you.
I'm for Hog Island. We go around, I'd say cut towards the north or whatever, find a place we can maybe dash in there. Just before we lose all light, I think we should find some place to chill.
So you can kind of make out where the island is, but you don't see any lights.
Well, that's good. That maybe means there's no people there. Also could mean big angry.
Yeah, John is like, they're on a boat and can't swim. Yeah, they didn't think this thing through, I don't think.
If there's lights, I don't know about. We're not thinking about getting off, like parking the boat and getting off, are we?
It's up to you guys.
I'm saying get closer, throw anchor.
I would say on the boat.
All right. Well, you can make out the island. You can head up around the north side of it, or there's that beach. There's that point right there, which is basically what you're aimed at. or you can go around the south side of the island. And those houses and stuff are still there. As soon as you guys make a decision, we'll take a break.
I'm staying in the boat. Like whatever we do, I'm just gonna stay on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, the other option, random thought, is like if we head up into Bristol Harbor, you know, there might be gas stations or something up there that we can check out in the morning.
Oh, just for scouting?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's people up there, maybe. So, I mean, there was the town of Bristol there.
Okay. I will. I've done my crazy pants for the day. I'll defer to the everybody else except for Joe, and we can head over to Hog Island.
All right. So, where do you want to park it?
We just want to pull into that little hook in the north side.
Oh, there's
down.
like a natural harbor up there in the north end of the up on the northwestern end of the island.
Yeah.
All right.
Assuming we think I can do that in the dark.
Yeah, if you go slowly enough, you can just make a boating roll.
All right. We will slow down. You want me to do that now?
Yes, please. All right.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, so you're at anchor. So we're gonna go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and we'll set up watches over the night, and we'll be back in the morning.
Okie dokie.
Dinner was delightful. Thank you.
Chris, I'm so excited for your birthday. You guys get music pops? Cool. Good to hear it. Oh, isn't the order coming? Is what?
I can't check exactly when it's coming, so that was Alright, you're asking you to turn that off now so you can get ready for bed. He's at bedtime.
Man, Jackson would have been way better to take on this trip.
Does he have a gun and
He
navigation
has
skills?
a lot of guns. He has bombs. He has swimming.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
Linda is literally just there to be pretty and stupid, and that's kind of it.
Well, then Dee Dee appreciates her presence.
That's why Dee Dee is her bestie. She knew you could make it around that point. I knew it.
That's what it was, the Crazy Ivan.
Yep.
The crazy Ivan.
It was from Firefly, when like they're getting chased by the Reavers and he like flips the engines around backwards and does the Crazy Ivan to escape the Reavers.
Basically, hit the brakes, they'll fly right by.
Yep.
See, you're eating, and now I'm like, I want something. I've been eating all night.
I've been eating nonstop since like 5 o'clock and I'm still hungry. So I'm just having like third dinner now.
Man, now I want to play Lord of the Rings games. I just like playing games.
And I've been eating this entire quarantine, much to the detriment of all of my clothes. Heaven forbid we have to go back to work because none of my shit is gonna fit. So I have to buy all new clothes for work. Like, nope, you guys get me in sweats for at least 6 months. Not judge me.
My body is kind enough to have naturally gravitate towards about 200 pounds, like 190 to 200. So as long as I don't just gorge myself nonstop, I'll stay there, but I say as I gorge myself nonstop.
Yeah.
So quarantine bod hasn't been that bad for me.
I used to be a lot bigger, and I lost a ton of weight after I had the kiddo. So I've been kind of small since him, but I'm getting back to my like pre-having kids weight. Part of me was like, whatever. You know, when society collapses and we can't feed ourselves, I'll starve and lose the weight anyway.
So
That'd be a really big thing from running from people.
I found out a couple years ago that I have a sensitivity to caffeine, and it caused me no end of gastrointestinal issues.
Oh, that's interesting.
So about 2 years ago, I cut all the caffeine out of my system, and that meant mostly that I cut all my sugary sodas out of my system. So I lost like 10 pounds. I was actually like the skinniest I'd been in about 10 years. And then my GI system recuperated from not being constantly irritated and properly started digesting all of the food that I was eating, and my weight shot up about 20 pounds.
Nice. No, my weight gain was when I'm stressed, I bake, much to the detriment of me and Matt. So it was like the first like 2 months of quarantine was just bread and cookies and cupcakes and like God knows what, just constantly on rotation. So I had to cut that shit out. But I'm like, I haven't really changed anything else for my diet.
We bought a house and we're house poor, but that means that we're cooking at home more and eating out less. So
Yep. Yeah, we were house poor and then we saved up and then got floors and now we're flooring poor. So floor poor, I guess.
well,
Just a never-ending list of shit we need to do to the house now.
Yeah. We found out our eldest needs like $8,000 in vision therapy.
Right.
The same week that Jill needed like $1,500 worth of car work done on her car.
Am I making everybody echo? Because I noticed when other people are talking that my screen is turning green.
Huh?
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
Well,
All right. Well, you guys did watch us, and nothing eventful happened in the night, and now it's twilight in the morning.
Hey.
You are safely at anchor. There were no issues. You didn't see anybody. Um, you heard some animals off in the on the island. You know, you reported that you heard some animals in the island, like maybe foxes and stuff like that. When the light is there, everybody starts to rouse, and there are a bunch of deer on the shore. But you don't see any people whatsoever, and so the day is, you guys are ready for more action. Sorry for everybody that is just basically on a boat ride, watching Tim make rolls, but I mean,
Don't crash, or Linda dies.
the alternative
Remember this.
would be I
You're not
guess
the boss of me.
you guys are now residents at wherever you just crashed the boat.
New Block Island.
I just crashed it in shallow water so I could at least doggy paddle out.
Right.
So do you guys want to do some more scouting, or shall we tuck our tail and head home?
Oh, fuck that. Let's go home.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I ain't happy about being shot at.
What route are we going to take? Because don't we want to avoid the airport, right?
Yeah, we're definitely staying east of Prudence.
Right.
Can we get out if we go east of Jamestown? Like, is that 138? Is that a bridge?
Yeah, that is the Newport Bridge.
I lived in Virginia, down South Virginia, for a long time, and there's like 3 Newport bridges just in just in Hampton. It's like Hampton / Newport News. But yeah, I'm totally down with just staying east of Prudence Island and Jamestown.
Okay. So
till we hit the Atlantic.
So you're heading south. Where you see you're gonna stay east of Prudence Island and navigate your way around Dyer's Island.
All I'm saying is that Google Maps says there's a gas station in Melville that's visible from the coast.
Well, yeah, there's a marina there.
Yeah, right there in the marina, New England Boat Works fuel dock.
Yeah, there's not many boats there. You can see buildings and stuff there. Do you want to get closer? There are a few boats there, but it's tough to tell because you can't really look into the marina. It's tough to tell if they are serviceable boats or not. You can see masts.
Oh, the New England Boat Works fuel dock? Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, Melville, Rhode Island. I didn't even know that was a place, but apparently that's probably a neighborhood in Portsmouth.
I'm down. Let's get closer.
Yeah, I mean, we were on a scouting mission and we found the first place is Foo Bar, so you can't go there.
I don't really know. It's only like 200, 400 feet. Like, I'm not really inclined to go into the marina just because turning around and all of that.
Yes.
Yeah, getting maybe cornered.
Yeah, so
you could do is just basically like build up your speed, right, and just like go by it as fast as possible. Take pictures or something. I don't know.
I kind of want to investigate.
Camera?
I kind of want to investigate. I just don't want to go into the marina.
All right.
So like, if we can just like park west of the marina there on that little.
Do you want to stop, or do you just want
to? If you guys are down for that, like.
Well, I was gonna say as we go by, because Linda has a transistor radio and a handheld radio.
Okay.
So as we're going by, can I like maybe flip through the channels on my hand radio and the transistor radio and maybe see if we're picking up any like noise from out here?
I would assume that that is something that you would just normally do as long as you were able to recharge it. Now there's some solar rechargers for the little you can recharge the radios, but like you have to like listen to a scan or whatever and then like let it charge for a little while. That is the thing that you do with your radios just to keep a charge on them during the day.
Okay.
So yeah, but you haven't really heard much of anything.
Okay.
When you are There is a radio station. You do hear a radio station on. It is a Boston radio station, or it used to be a Boston like rock and roll radio station. You could hear it, but it's not that great of a reception.
So it's only playing Led Zeppelin?
No, that's Rhode Island. That's 94
Oh, sorry. Is
Yeah,
that only
this would
playing
be
Bon
like
Jovi?
Blackguards
New Jersey.
and Dropkick Murphys.
No, actually, it is a radio station there, but all that is in there is actually they play like soft rock.
Flogging Molly.
No, like soft rock.
Lots of Richard Marx.
Yeah, just like this is good human music, and what it is it's the robots
It's
that have
honey
taken
pot.
control of a radio station and are playing music, and then they play music for everybody to listen to, and then they're like, "Hey, come to work for us, come to work for us, and help us build a new society, and all the entire world can be yours." And then they give instructions for how to make it to
Right.
the Brookhaven.
The Nigerian prince with a Bostonian accent.
No, they just say everybody go to the Brookhaven. I want to say it's Brookhaven. Looking for this. Yeah. Brookhaven National Laboratory on Long Island. It's basically like, hey, if you come here at this time and meet us at Brookhaven National Laboratory at this certain time and place without any weapons, then you will be taken care of. So it's basically like
Literally taken care of.
It's an advertisement for the human folk to come work.
You'll never go hungry again.
Yes. So you've heard this before. You can't really pick it up on Block Island, but you have had better reception up here because you're so much farther north. But you do hear this. But Brookhaven is on Long Island, so you could actually make it there if you wanted to. It's like right in the middle of Long Island, and there was a big laboratory there, but apparently now that is a place for folks that are sick of the post-apocalyptic lifestyle to go say hi to their new robot overlords, and I don't know what they do with them after that point.
And everyone knows, not today, Skynet.
That's anybody that hasn't fallen for that yet. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, they've gone through apparently all of the. But you never know. They just
All the
keep
dumb
going.
people.
It doesn't cost them anything to keep that radio station going.
But yeah, my thought was
It helps all of society when they take those people out.
where I put that little pin, just like parking there and making a quick trip on shore if that's not crazy pants.
Like right now, actually, they're just rickrolling you. They're playing Rick Astley. This is good human music. Humans like this music. It is very popular. It has lots of hits on it.
I'm gonna give you.
Yes. So you're gonna go pop in there. As you approach this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As you approach this marina, those structures that you see are all demolished. You can see a fuel tank though. Like you can straight up see a fuel tank, and it is there. I don't know if you can see it on the map there, but there are 3 fuel tanks that are just on the island there. They are not. The big one is destroyed. The little one is not there anymore, but that red one is still there.
Red one.
So if you look at.
I'm on Google Maps, but
Google's
the satellite view.
Google's Safe Harbor New England Boat Works, which is it's a boatyard.
Yep.
Oh, are you on like Street View?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was on Satellite View.
So I see the 3 tanks.
Uh-huh.
There's a big one and 2 smaller ones.
Yep, the one in the middle there, the small one. There's a tiny one, but that one's not there anymore. But that red one is still there.
Okay.
The one in the middle. Those buildings though are all smashed up, and as you approach, you can see that there are no. There's not many boats in there, and most of them are sunk.
Okay.
If you
That's
want to,
promising. Let's mark it on the map.
I want to. Did we ever decide? Did somebody bring binoculars?
yeah,
Or?
yeah.
Yeah, I've got a pair. I
Yeah,
think a couple of us do.
Yeah, we just need to scan and see if there's any movement, any people that we could see before,
All right, let's have everybody make a perception roll.
Perception.
For anything that's like not smashed up, looking for anything that's like a car that would be able to be used.
And I know a good GURPS GM would be like, "This is the exact skill that you're supposed to use," and then everybody would default to that.
Goddamn thing this and time.
Yeah, we fucking kick ass at perceiving things.
Okay.
I can
So
perceive every goddamn thing.
you slow down a bit, and everyone that has binoculars is sharing them and looking at the shoreline, and you see no movement except for deer. Plenty of deer.
Hell yes.
There's birds. You see some. Oh, actually, there's no birds because it's like the beginning of March.
You all just froze. I think I'm lagging out.
Uh
Oh, I can hear you though.
oh. Don't
Okay,
leave
I'm back.
us.
I didn't hear anything after except for deer.
I was gonna say that there are birds, but there are no birds because it's cold. It's still cold.
Is there a place where if we brought back several boats that they could land? Is there a dock? Is
What in
there
Block
some...
Nah, I
Island?
did it again.
Yes.
Goddammit.
Yes, if you got boats, yes, you could bring them back to Block.
Okay, but before we bring back, do we want to go on there and see if there's actually fuel in that building?
Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to just like make the 500-foot dash and like tap on the tank.
All right, where do you want to start?
That spot that I had on the map, just
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't look at Discord.
like just
Okay.
east of one of those silo-looking things, or west of one of those silo-looking things.
Actually, kind of basically where that one silo out on the water is, and then there's like a something that looks like a ladder under the water.
Or we could just go north of that like L-shaped dock there.
Yeah.
close to that we would have to run the least amount of distance to get over to that tank.
Well, are we all going? Is just one person going?
Nah, I would say probably like 2 or 3 people go. Because how many people? There's 5 of us, right? Or 6 of us.
Let's send whoever's got a gun.
Oh, so I get volunteered.
You just got volunteered.
Absolutely, you get voluntold.
Do we have an
I
air
got
horn
smart.
on our
I
boat?
got your back, man. I'll go.
Does our boat have an air horn?
This dude has got to have some sort of equipment. Does the boat have an air horn? The boat has a horn, yes.
Okay, neat.
I'm looking up Heather's character here on GCS because I know that she bought stuff. Nope, she did not. All right, well, we'll say Lonnie has a gun because Lonnie seems like the guy who would have a gun and a knife. Probably has a switchblade.
And 6 feet of rope.
Yeah. And boxing
The
gloves.
brain surgeons aren't run of the mill at this point, and so I'm going to hang on the boat and stay ready in case anybody gets hurt and is brought back to the boat injured.
Oh, because you're a doctor.
Yeah.
There you go. Deirdre, honey, you should stay on the boat. We can't afford to lose you. You're the only one who knows how to steer this goddamn thing.
That's right. Yep, Deidre should stay as well.
Yep, one hand on her hammer, one hand on her horn.
Orange.
Okay.
I guess you should probably have the binoculars and be scouting and all that.
Maybe you have a third hand.
I'm guessing the boat doesn't have a radio.
The boat does have a radio.
Does it have power?
Yes. You have a solar power on this boat.
So we should put Linda and the boat's radio on the same channel.
What I should say is you have a battery, and the battery is charging. As long as you don't use too much power, like with lights or constant use of the radio. I mean, the radio is off usually. So
I have a handheld. I assume I brought another one.
the only thing is if you use the radio, anybody with radio direction finder is going to be able to know where you are.
Yeah,
So
if I use the
there's a
horn,
risk.
anyone with ears is going to know where I am.
Right. Well, that's just.
Well, I would assume
Do
that
we
if
have
I've got
mirrors?
my walkie-talkies, I have a set. So my handheld radio is a set.
Yes.
So I'll just leave one on the boat with Deirdre,
Okay.
and it's like a short range walkie-talkie, so we can talk securely, and it's not like on the.
Is Deirdre going to sign through the radio?
She's going to snap. Just
She's got Christian on the boat with her.
Okay.
He can talk.
All right.
Yes, excellent.
That'd be pretty cool. Like just like a
if
smartphone.
if you hear 3 snaps on the radio, shit's gone south.
Right.
She knows how to do.
Wait,
Morse
was that
code.
3 snaps or was that 2 snaps? I don't.
She can do SOS. Everybody knows how to do SOS.
Well, basically, the only thing we need to know is either we can communicate back, but basically get back here or don't get back here.
All right. So where in the side
Right.
area are you pulling up here?
Right. I was actually thinking. Let me pull up my map again. Hold on.
Just a little north of where that L-shaped dock.
Yeah, where the L-shaped dock is, or just pull onto the north side of that.
Close to the tank. Right.
To the southernmost tank.
Hold on. I'll show you what I'm looking at so you guys can see.
That's an idea.
Literally where the copyright 2020 is.
All right,
Solid move.
Gonna send it your way. Oh, cool. All right, yeah, the L-shaped dock. So you're gonna be on the north side of that.
Yep.
It's the dock. We're gonna call that the Deirdre Memorial Dock. So Deirdre's dock. So that structure that you see there. Okay, so you pull up alongside of there, and it is really tall. You sure you want to stop there?
Yes.
Because you're gonna have to climb up the wall to get up it.
I mean, if we can pull up to that little gravel rock looking.
Well, you can beach the boat.
Outcropping.
I don't want to beach the boat. I want
that gravel thing is the jetty, and you don't want to get anywhere near that. We'll just rip the boat.
Yeah, that was my expectation. I want to be able to throw sails and leave these bitches behind if shit goes south.
Yeah. So that what you see there is you can actually see in the map some boats next to it, and your boats are about that size. Yeah, you can pull up there. You'll have to go up though. You'll have to climb up the rail to get up on that side. But it is definitely the closest to the tank.
Yeah, we'll toss a rope over it or something.
Okay, so you pull up alongside of that. Still nobody there, and you tie up. Who's going to leave the boat?
Deidre and Christian are staying.
Okay, so Linda,
Yeah.
Linda, Lo, Lonnie. Am I missing anybody?
Nope.
All the people with L names are going.
Linda Long
Easy.
La 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 la.
Do we all have stealth, by the way?
Oh God, no.
No.
Of course
Well,
not.
just defaults. You just be very.
I have stealth.
You'll just be one with the quietness. Meanwhile, everybody's just like, "Hey, it's just walking down the dock." All right.
They don't call me big old dang hole Linda Boom for nothing.
All right. So you tie up. You how are you gonna get up there? How are you gonna get over that railing?
Climb. I'm gonna climb.
All right. Let's climb over it.
I have climbing.
First, we're gonna do a.
Wait. How high is this?
You are going to have to go about 10 feet up and over the
Do
railing.
we have a crow's nest?
No.
No, it's not that big of a ship. So
Give boosts.
Another thing you could do is just get in the water. It's
I
cold,
can't
though.
swim. Linda can't swim.
Another thing you could do is go around the pier and inside and tie up at the shore there. That's low enough to get out.
Yeah, I want to do that.
All right, so you spend a few.
Is there anybody that can climb and just lower a rope down?
Linda can. Linda has climbing.
Linda can climb. I mean, you could just. I mean, you'll be inside of the harbor though, so you could get trapped easy.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
You could go up to that.
I climb. I'll go up and throw the rope down.
All right. Make a climbing roll. Cool.
Nice.
What's your climbing skill? 17?
Yep.
Holy sh!
Yeah, because I was like, that's a terrible roll. There's no way she succeeded, but she did.
She was a junior acrobatics champion. You don't understand. Her mama with the big hair had her going in and doing all the acrobatic stuff.
All right, so she scrambles up there. She slips, and she seems kind of disappointed that she actually slipped a little bit. Like she's maybe has lost her touch a bit. But she makes it up there, and so she tucks the rope down. So that'll give.
Yeah, we all saw it too. We were all kind of disappointed as well.
So that'll give everybody else a +3 to their climbing rolls to get up.
Woohoo!
I suck at climbing.
Can I assist? Maybe give a boost up or anything that can help out with that?
We just tie the rope around his waist and hoist him up.
That could rapidly turn into a comedy where you fall, and other people who are.
And there's no way Linda's gonna be able to like pull anybody up. She's like all of buck 10 soaking wet.
All right. Well, Linda is up there. Linda, go ahead and make a perception roll, because as you get up to the top there, you're going to take a look around, because that is the only prudent thing to do. Okay, so you don't
see shit. Come on up, guys.
You don't see shit. You do get a +2 to that climbing roll. That's probably at a default.
I imagine, yeah.
+2 or +3?
You know what? +3. I'm feeling generous.
Generous DM means that your death will be awful.
No, it's okay. If you fail, it just depends upon how bad you fail. Hey, you made it! Oh no, you added the 3 already. All right, so you didn't successfully climb up the roll. Make a dex roll.
Fell in the water.
No, you're fine. Nope, you're in the water.
Oh,
Lo's in the water. All right, so Lo fell into the water. So now you're swimming. Make a swimming roll. It's a default, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 5.
This is where Joseph's character drowns because you wouldn't go around to the.
I have swimming.
Yeah, but Lowell needs it.
I know. I'm worried about having to go in after him.
Is it hit or?
Can I throw a life ring down at him? Do we have life rings?
You do. We'll let him make a swimming roll first.
Beam him in the head with it.
Oh, do you want me to just look up swimming? It's probably like Dex -4.
Hit -4.
Health -4?
Yeah.
I hope you didn't dump stat your health score.
Oof!
Man.
Oh, God. You're drowning.
I'm just going to chalk him a life
He's
life
drowning.
ring at
Someone
him.
needs to save him.
All right, I'm jumping in.
All right.
Christian is jumping in.
Yeah, make a swimming roll.
Yes.
All right, make another swimming roll to drag him to the shore, to the jetty. All right, you got him. Oh, fail.
No, you didn't.
No, it just takes
Psych.
you longer.
He starts doing that thing where he's freaking out and he's putting his hands on your head.
Yeah.
Shoving you under the water. Oh, God. Oh, God.
All right, so it looks like Question is struggling.
Whoa!
Why are you punching him? He rolled brawling. Why are you punching him? That is not cool.
Has he ever drowned before? That's a natural response.
Yeah, it kind of is. All right. So let's see here. You tried to swim back. You failed. So yeah, you're struggling. Let's let both of you make another swimming roll.
This is goddamn ridiculous, y'all.
Oh my god. All right, so Lowell is dragging you down with him.
Oof!
Linda's like leaning over the rail, like in
Lord.
horror, like
Guys.
there's nothing I can do. Doggy paddle, guys.
The water cannot be that deep. Can we just walk like?
All right, so you failed by
You're like,
2.
I'm drowning.
Christian failed by 5. So
Life ring.
5. Let's not run out of fatigue points, okay? That
Not
would
good.
suck. All
It's
right.
no bueno.
You need one more success to make it to the jetty. So now you both are drowning. Anybody want to throw them a life ring?
Yes. Throw a life ring.
All right. So do you want to take the life ring or do you want to swim for the shore? You take the life ring. You both take the life ring. All right.
Yeah.
So make a dex roll at +5 for anybody that's throwing him a ring.
5 dex. Whew.
All right. Who are you throwing at that? That was at Lowell. So you have a ring.
Yeah, Lowell's prettier. Sorry, Christian.
All right. Who's next?
We need a doctor.
You can throw it to Christian
Christian.
because he's struggling.
Can I throw 2?
Yes.
Okay. +5 on both?
Yeah. Okay. You are no longer drowning. So you doggy paddle over to the jetty.
Is there any health or fatigue loss from that?
Yeah, I gave Garza 2 and Christian 5 fatigue point hit.
It's not showing on my screen.
Yeah, this thing sucks. Let me see here. It is probably not actually in your fatigue points, but CFP is your current fatigue points. So you should be down by 2. I like your shirt, man. All right. Well, you're wet and it's chilly, but you are safe. What is Linda doing during all of this?
Linda's like standing up there going, what the fuck, guys? I threw you a line. You can't just climb up here? Like, what the hell? So I see them like in their rings swimming, and I'm going to walk along the top of the pier like to meet them on the beach.
Yeah, I actually need to get Lonnie. Here we go. Oh, can I take this character? Nope, I can't. Do you have climbing, Lonnie? Is Lonnie going to try to climb up? Lonnie will try to climb up. He watches all of this go down, and then he's gonna try to climb up.
Oh right, we gotta get Christian back on the boat, don't we?
Probably. Yeah, because right now Deirdre's the only one on the boat with Lonnie. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna climb back down the rope and back onto the boat since now it looks like Christian.
Well, I mean, you can,
Lonnie.
or you can just run around like the side of the building. I know you're gonna be alone, but
Are you looking for climbing?
It's like 50 feet.
it's a dex minus something.
5.
It's -5 plus 3 for the thing, so -2. I'll just roll.
Like you can just walk to like 75 feet to where they're gonna
Oh yeah.
land.
But my bestie is alone on the boat. God dang it.
Lonnie is up there with you. He climbed
Oh,
up the
okay.
rope, so he's up there with you. All right, so you go around the south end of that building, which is it's decrepit and there's nobody there. And so you guys meet on the beach. You go through that little wooded area, and then you meet Christian and Lo on the beach there.
So Deirdre is alone on the boat right now.
Yes.
That's not good.
The boat.
All right. Well, it's up to you. Do you want to go back on the boat? Does
Yep.
Christian want to go back on the boat? Okay.
He does.
So do you want to climb? Do you want to swim or do you want to climb back up? Because you're cold now.
No, I'll climb back up.
Okay. Well, you'll have to go
I'm
down,
along the
down the
dock.
thing and then go on the and then lower yourself down. So that'll be a climbing
Yep.
roll. All right. Make a climbing roll +2, +3 to get back on the boat.
Give me a second.
Do you guys go with him? Because I'm assuming
No.
that you go down there. All right, so you're just going to let him go back up because you already cleared that building. But you
Yeah,
didn't really clear the building.
I'm
It's
heading
just-
back while they go and check the thing.
All right. Go ahead and make your climbing roll because you make.
I'm trying to do the. How do you do the plus? Oh,
Just
it's
in that
that's-
bottom left, that
Yeah, you just do the
modifier, just
modifier.
click in there and type.
Okay.
All right. So you head up the beach and you can see the. You can smell fuel.
Whoo!
Nice. Just make it.
Cool. You made it.
Like one of the tanks
He's back
is
on the
leaking.
Yeah, as you go up the, so you go up to a walkway, and you can see the
Mhm.
remnants through the trees of the one tank. It looks like it's split open at the bottom there, and you can smell, like the remnants of like a whiff of, like hydrocarbons. Like it doesn't smell like fuel anymore, but you could tell that whatever was there had spilled out all over the place. So you do see the red tank up there. Who's y'all gonna go up there? I assume.
Yeah, it looks like there's a
Alright,
little
so-
path
So you
that cuts across
make your
to
way
it.
through there. Go ahead and throw a perception roll in there, just to see if you can notice details.
Man, I have no idea what you guys are looking at.
Linda, dangle, percepting things all over the dangle place.
Okay, so yeah, you're right next to the tank. Do you want to make a lot of noise, or do you want to use a ladder? Find the ladder and go up to the top of the tank.
I'm just gonna take my scimitar out and like tang on the side of it to see if it sounds like it's hollow down here or not.
Okay.
Perception, maybe?
Yeah, but you're. I'd like you to roll it in the tower. So just look on the Twitch stream to see what you roll.
What tower?
There should be. It looks like the all-seeing eye.
Oh god.
All right.
I'm not on Twitch, so I have no idea what you're streaming.
Okay. It's just us. But it's got my DM's view over here. So it's just so you guys everybody that heard the thwang, the thwack should make a roll. So that includes me, I guess.
Did I hear the thwack or the thwang?
Twang,
On the
twang,
road?
twang, twang. Twangy, twang.
What am I rolling? Perception?
No, you don't hear that. You're
Okay.
too far away to get any useful information out of it.
So roll perception on the tower.
Yep.
Where are you guys getting pictures of the tanks at?
I just zoomed in on satellite view in 3D. And
Yep.
zoomed way in.
Yeah, I can only see the roof. It's like perfectly straight down on them.
Oh, I just switched it to 3D mode.
How do I do that?
Oh, I'm just looking straight down on them. I assume that's what those were tanks. Well, I guess I can kind of see a side. Ish.
I mean, Google Maps is the best thing ever.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
oh,
Okay, I see it now.
All
I
right.
didn't even know that was a thing.
So you heard it is a very deep thud, and so you figure that maybe it sounds like there is stuff in there. You'd have to really hit it in order to get any sort of identifying sound.
I have a warhammer.
No, before we make too much noise, why don't we just head up, or somebody head up, right? There's a way to check from the top.
Maybe somebody that's really good at climbing.
Hey,
Not
maybe Linda
really.
should go up there.
Somebody that's small and maybe stealthy.
Small and light, and I'm not
Someone
stealthy
that's not
at fucking all.
someone that's not deeply uncomfortable around heights.
Make that climbing roll.
All right.
Do it, man.
Yes.
All right, so you get
I
a
straight up like monkey all the way up to
heck
the top of the tank.
You get a really good view from up here too. Make a perception roll.
Nice.
Success by 1 is really success by 6. All right, so as you get up to the top, you're trying to lay low, but you get a good feel for everything around the area. You can see a campfire, like well to the east, kind of in the woods, right? So you see one campfire out there, just some smoke in the woods. You don't see any really moving around here, but you see a bunch of deer eating by an abandoned building that's to the west of you. Sorry, to the east of you. All those buildings are gone that are by the marina, but but you see deer and you can see a campfire way out there, and of course you notice like a port, an access port at the top of the thing where there looks like there's some gauges and some wires and conduit and stuff that go down to the side of it, go across the top of the tank and down. So you can see some stuff there, obviously where the ladder was as well. So you think that you could probably look in there, look in the top here. The only problem is that there's a lock. There's like a padlock on the top of this tank, but it looks really, really rusted.
Hey guys, there's a lock on top of this tank. Looks like I don't even know what to do with it. I mean, I can't even get into it.
So you guys can hear that on the boat.
Yeah, so Christian is going to go ahead and tell. Is it Deidre that's still on there with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Start the engine.
There's no engine. Oh no, there isn't. There is an engine. There's just no fuel.
Oh, okay.
You would have revved the sail.
I guess we kind of look at each other and
rev
like,
the
oh,
sails.
Jesus Christ.
Get ready to inject nitrous into the sails. We're gonna need
that. Of course, we can't see the campfire though, so.
Well, you can detect that there's a fire out there. It's pretty far away, but there's a fire over there.
There's nothing we can do.
Right. What is Oh, right. The other guy is my character. So from down there, you hear like, "Would you shut up?" Because that seems like what Lonnie would say. True. Like, would you shut up? God.
So we don't have anything. We don't have a crowbar or anything to force that lock, right? I don't see one laying around conveniently here.
Inventory, hold on.
What's your background? Yeah, Low Garza has a crowbar. Did you buy all your stuff yet?
I bought stuff.
You
I don't know if I
did. You
bought
bought
all
your
of it.
stuff. All right, you got a crowbar now.
I've got my katana. Can I use that?
I have forced entry, which I don't know. Is that applicable?
Is that a skill?
Oh, that seems
forced
like it would
entry.
be.
There's a forced entry skill.
Forced entry skill. It's.
Get the fuck out of here. I love
No,
GURPS.
that's.
Yeah,
It seems like it would be
that is absolutely applicable. You just need to climb up there.
Yeah, but here's the problem with it. I don't like heights.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
And she just shouted for the whole world heard that.
This is a problem.
Absolutely. Linda's not known for being subtle.
Well, I like that you playing the fact that you don't like heights, but you can try to do a control roll to take over, but it's not going to be easy for you, especially without the climbing skill. Yeah, you're going up 40 feet up the side of a decrepit old tank, and then you're like thinking about this too. You're like, man, this is rusty as shit. No one has been touching this for a long time. Like, you can see all the rust on the
I
ladder.
already feel this is a bad idea. We'll come back later. Let's get out of here.
Can I try and pry the lock with my katana? Like get it in the padlock and just kind of like in the loop part and just kind of like try and use it like a crowbar?
So you see Lo on the bottom there with a crowbar in his hand, pacing back and forth in front of the
I can climb down and then come back up.
like trying to psych himself up to like do it, right? And you're just like, okay, whatever. And then you grab your katana and walk over to the thing, and you shove your katana blade in there, right, into like the lock, and you're trying to, and it just like disintegrates as soon as you start to try to, like, not
Love
the
it.
lock. The lock like pops off and starts sliding down the thing, making that cool like tack 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 whatever.
Lol, heads up!
But the hasp that it was on just like falls apart. So once it does that, you can like lift the lid off.
So I lift up the lid and I assume I get hit with a whiff of friggin' pure petrol.
Yeah,
If there's anything in there.
You smell the distinctive smell of jet fuel, diesel fuel.
Hey guys, it smells like this thing's full.
Good. That's where we need to go.
Is there a way to measure from up there? Is there a measuring
No.
type?
No.
Okay.
And she
I'm
doesn't.
gonna take out my flashlight and shine it down in the hole and see if I can see how high, how full it is.
Okay. It's tough to tell, but it's definitely, the level is definitely closer to you than the ground. So it seems to have quite a bit of fuel in it.
I think we got
Get down. I want to find some reasonable like cover or whatever, and start just trying to
hide?
scope the area. No, I want to have try to get a view to see if anyone is heading this way.
You'll have to climb up because you're kind of in a depression and surrounded by trees.
No.
How about I'll look around?
All right, you don't see anything, but oddly there are no deer anymore. Do you think you might have scared them off with all your yelling?
Probably. They're not used to such a sexy, subtle voice like mine, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb back down, but I'm going to assume that because the rock or the lock was completely rusted through, that like nobody else has been up here.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
I literally grab onto the ladder and do that like really
you
cool
do
thing where you
do the
slide
fireman.
the whole way
You do the
down.
fireman slide right down the thing, right? And
Yep.
yeah, metal splinters be damned.
Nails the dismount.
All right, so you're back down, heading back to your boat, I assume, or not? Setting up camp.
Well, I guess we know where there's. What time is it?
It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still
Okay,
be pretty
let's
early.
go back to the island. We found fuel. Successful trip.
All right.
Let's go.
And how are we going to get it?
That's a good question.
That's for people smarter than me to figure out.
All right, I need everybody to make a climbing roll to get back down to the boat, unless you want to swim.
What if I'm already on the boat?
Oh, and don't forget, it's a +3 to your roll because there's a rope.
I
We
didn't even need
assist
it.
in like
If you're already
catching
on the rope,
people.
you're good to go.
Linda just like wraps
straight
the
up
rope around her
girl
leg and like
swim.
stripper poles down. Just cartwheels down the wall / rope.
Right.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
arrow
assist?
in with like one hand, just like yelling the whole way.
Okay. All right.
Can I
This is gonna be a
assist
total
and put people
waste.
down
This
and
is total
maybe add
waste.
more to
I
their
have
climbing?
luck. I have luck, and I'm going to use my
Go
luck.
ahead. Go ahead and re-roll that, please.
Solid.
Frisbee a life disc at him in the air.
Man, it's really not good, is it? Your climbing roll is a 6. Dude.
Oof.
You know,
Oh,
Man, I'll
God,
give it.
it was a drink.
No, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. It's fine. You just
It
land.
is a drink.
You just
He
land.
slips and
no. Just make
nuts
a,
himself on the
no,
rail.
no. Actually, sorry. Make a dex roll. I mean, you fell the last little bit, and now you're on the deck.
Well, do I get the one? I still have one extra because I had luck. I get 3 rolls, so I get one more.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
I'm taking the 10.
This character's
Even
never.
worse.
This character's never climbing again. He's just like, nope.
No, yeah. Climbing, not your skill set, dude.
The deck of the
Like a
ship
dex
trying to
roll?
help him
Yeah,
down.
let's make a dice roll.
Does that help out with that?
I'm sorry?
If I'm on the deck of the ship trying to give them a hand down, help them out, does that help out with that?
No, it only increase your odds of getting smashed as somebody falls. But Low made his dex roll, so at least he fell onto the boat.
There you go.
So you're good. It's no different than
I
just
hate climbing.
jumping down on. You might have been better off just jumping down onto the boat.
Fall flat, and you'll.
And oh yeah, this dude. Let's see if he falls in the water here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine. Okay, everybody's back on the boat. You have found some fuel. Heading back.
Yep.
I like that plan.
All right.
It's a good idea.
So you head back. You have no troubles getting back to Block Island, and that's where we're going to end it for tonight. You get back in the evening. Not too late. It's like 3:00. But when you make it back to Block Island, and then we'll pick up again next week with the meeting at the town hall about what to do about your guys' find. Everybody, I didn't distribute character points the last time, so I'm going to give out 4 character points for everybody. Actually, 5 character points for everybody, but Lonnie will get 3 to that because Heather's not here tonight. She made me play her character. Play. I didn't really play.
Question: character points? Is that like skill points to spend?
It's everything points. You can spend them on
Oh,
anything.
but it just adds to your pool of whatever points.
It adds to your number. So one of the things. So that's the end of the session for tonight. But one thing that I would like to do is I've noticed that I would like to not have everybody. How does everybody feel about using character points to let you do a reroll? Because then if you keep a couple of character points on the side there, you can use them to almost like fate points, where you can recover from a really shitty roll to keep the story moving, or use them to change a detail, oh yeah, I totally fucking brought a crowbar and that will cost a character point. It's really expensive. Character points are very valuable, but if you guys feel like that's an okay roll, then we can start doing that.
Well, would it be spend a point for a reroll or spend a point to buy success?
I didn't look at what the accepted value of a character point is, but I thought a reroll, but you can just straight up buy a success instead. That way you get a chance to roll, and then if you don't, you're just you know what, I really need to. It's that does work more like a fate point, doesn't it? You just I actually no, I didn't fail that roll, But we can also do critical success. Critical fails are always a critical fail. Sorry, you can't buy your way out of that one. How does everybody feel about that? Or we can just discuss it in Discord if you want.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with it. This means that I have to have the GCS up all the time to know what points I have and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to get all of that stuff in there into Fantasy Grounds, and so that we just use Fantasy Grounds for our characters from now on.
Okay.
I have all the virtual tabletop. I was looking into Foundry VTT. Foundry is easier to mod and to like import data to because everything's in JSON. It's easy, but the character sheet for GURPS is absolute crap. So I haven't used it for this. So we're still going to do Fantasy Grounds with this. And I've been working on making a basic set module for not supposed to, but like I'm not going to sell it, so who cares? I'm making a basic set module for Fantasy Grounds so that you guys can like read the descriptions of the skills and stuff right there on your character sheet and manage your character on that, so that we won't have to use GCS anymore. But GCS works really good for import. Like the import script works. At least good enough to get it. So I would still maintain everything on GCS until I get it over. Like I don't know how you would even re-import your characters like at this point, because you'd have to like delete your character and import it again from GCS, which could screw everything up. Because that's what I did with DCC. Remember, I deleted everybody's characters. I was using the same game. We did Dungeon Crawl Classics a second time, and it was like really Fantasy Grounds was really confused about who was what and what existed in the world. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. They're all garbage. Somebody should write a good one. It's not me, because it takes a lot of work. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. It's just, how much work do we want to do? I like being able to roll in Fantasy Grounds. I mean, that's kind of the feature of Fantasy Grounds I like the most.
Fantasy Grounds is not actually that much work, because I can copy the stuff from the basic set like straight into Fantasy Grounds, like all of the how you use your skills and everything like that. It just takes time to put it in there. It's not technically difficult, but yeah, it just takes time. Like it eats time to put it in there, and I have like kids to play with and stuff like that.
I'm surprised nobody's already done it.
Well, I'm sure other people have. But it's illegal. Like you can't distribute it. It's
right.
Probably not really illegal if you're just using it for your own stuff. But like if I distributed it, that would be illegal. It would be like would just be basically like giving you a PDF of the basic set. So anyway.
That's weird because that's how D&D like 5th edition is. Everybody's got the basic rule set.
Yep.
Loaded to share no matter what, because you have to have that to run the game. So
yeah, because they have an agreement with Wizards of the Coast to be able to somebody buys that thing and then shares it with everybody else during that game. It's like you don't get to keep that. I imagine there's ways to hack that, but yeah, you don't get to keep your copy of the player's handbook. It's connected to the DM who's running
the game. Yeah.
But GURPS, Steve Jackson Games doesn't have any like agreement with anybody for that sort of stuff, and like I don't know why. Like
which is
this game is super automation friendly. Like it would help big time to have an automation like for this game in Fantasy Grounds because there's so much math and so much intricate details. Like you need this modifier, and this modifier, and this modifier, but they just don't. I don't know. I don't know why they don't want to. Maybe they know something I don't. I don't know. Or maybe they just don't care about GURPS and would rather like make Munchkin. do Dungeon Fantasy and resell Fantasy Trip. Their like ancient game. I don't know.
It's not even that. It's like they won't let the fans do it because they want to maintain quality. They want to micromanage everything. So because otherwise they would just say, yeah, sure, the fans can do it. But they do put roadblocks in there because they want everything to be officially licensed and approved and gone through editors and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, just let it go. Just ride the wave, right? Just let the fans be fans.
Let it go.
Like you can't possibly be making that much money off of GURPS anyway.
I DM'd you the raw the for buying success from basic.
Okay, cool.
So you can look that over. You can decide if you want to do that or something else.
Yeah, I haven't gone insane and started rereading the basic set, but like, it's a role playing game. I have dice and skill levels, and I'll make it up until I get the real rules. And everybody's been really nice to me about like making mistakes with the rules and then doing the right thing later. So, I do love to read.
All good.
All right, guys, this is all I have for tonight. I'm sorry it was just basically 2 days of boat tripping, but I'm not that sorry. You guys did have fun. Somebody fell in the water, so that's pretty great.
It's true.
Thank you,
And Linda
Charlie.
got to show off her
And
mad
then trying to
parkour
punch
skills.
their way out of the water.
Right on. And we'll be playing next week, and we're just gonna do it every week until I get sick of the game.
Okay.
And then I'll just drop it to every 2 weeks. But
Okay.
I'm not sick of it, and we'll have to. You guys obviously, if you want to, start thinking about what a good plan is, because really it's going to turn right back over to you guys about like, all right, well now we have access to fuel, maybe how do we secure it and bring it back to the island, or do we? So maybe think
Right.
about what your characters would think about that. All right.
Okay.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep. Good night.
Night.
Like,
Night.